Yes, I do. I feel especially now especially with this new wave that's coming out, I think it's so exciting, from the Blackies and the Lucas Raps and the Hannahs and the Indigo Stellas. There are so many lyricists, females and males, that are coming out guns blazing. And the difference now is this: they just have a different feel of hip hop and a different feel of stories that they want to tell us, that we can now engage with. I've always felt that it was important. I do feel that South Africa has always been in the space of wanting to hear stories, wanting to hear our own stories being told. You know, from the squatter camps to the Amus to the Pro Kids, they were always great at being able to tell stories. And I don't think it's died. I just think it's in a space where there's an evolution, there's a growth that's happening right now. And there's this new wave of artists that are coming out and telling us their stories and how they are viewing life at this moment. And I think it's awesome. South Africa's in a space where right now we want to tell our own stories. We wanna be able to tell the stories that, you know, our fathers and our ancestors were talking about, and our own experiences. And I think that's what comes with the authenticity about it. I think that's the reason why when the world now looks at Africa, because we're no longer in a space where they can't tell who we are, because we are so distinct now in terms of our languages, in terms of what we are talking about, in terms of our experiences, in terms of the way we interact with one another. The world can't help but want to know about it because it's so different. And I think that's what's being done right now. In terms of the stories that we are telling South African stories. We're telling South African interactions. We are using South African sounds to make sure that we don't lose it in history, that we no longer have our own sound, we no longer have our own stories, that it's just become blended in a space that nobody will know what is truly South African anymore. And I think it's amazing. I think it's really, really awesome, and I can't wait for the way our stories to be able to reach the world in a way like the likes of animes and like the likes of K-pops, you know what I mean? And I think we're really, really getting there. We just got to keep going with what we're doing right now. I think for me, I'd say with South Africa, I'd say it's just very musically based. I'd say musically, it's very, you know, drum based. It's very much rhythm based. I think that just comes with the South African culture. I kind of feel like it's kind of in our gene. It's kind of in our blood. You know, when we're happy, when we're sad, when we are, you know, fighting towards something, rhythm had always been a point in what we are talking about. And I think that is what people align with when they hear the South African sound and the African sound. There's a rhythm to it, there's a beat to it that can't be denied, and it's very distinct.